The village had long abandoned the mansion at the edge of the forest. Locals whispered its name with fear, the Crimson House. By day, it looked like nothing more than a decaying ruin. Its walls cracked and its windows shattered. But at night, a pale glow shimmered behind the broken glass, and strange moans drifted through the trees. Children swore they saw shadows moving against the moonlight, even though no one lived there. Daniel, a 20-year-old student, did not believe in ghosts. He laughed at the stories told by the villagers and declared that he would spend a night inside the mansion to prove everyone wrong. His friends tried to stop him, but he was stubborn. Carrying only a flashlight and a notebook, he walked toward the house just before midnight. The iron gate screeched as he pushed it open. The sound echoed unnaturally, as if the darkness itself repeated it. The front door stood half open, waiting like a mouth ready to swallow him whole. Daniel took a deep breath and stepped inside. The air was colder than outside, sharp and heavy with the scent of mold. His flashlight beam caught the broken stairs, peeling wallpaper, and cobwebs that stretched like veins across the ceiling. As he moved deeper, the door behind him slammed shut. Daniel froze. He told himself it was only the wind, but the night was still. Slowly, he explored the dusty rooms. In one corner, he found a child's doll with its head torn off. Its button eyes stared at him from the floor, though he could swear they shifted slightly as his light passed. The silence grew unbearable. Then came a faint whisper. At first, it sounded like wind slipping through cracks, but soon the words grew clearer. Get out. Get out before she finds you. Daniel spun around, shining his flashlight, but the hallway was empty. His chest tightened, fear creeping into his veins. He forced himself to continue upstairs. The wooden steps groaned beneath his feet, each creak echoing through the hollow mansion. At the top, a door stood half open. Light flickered inside, though there were no lamps. When Daniel pushed the door, the room revealed itself an old bedroom, with torn curtains blowing though the windows were sealed shut. On the bed lay a figure, covered by a white sheet. His breath caught. He thought it was just an old corpse. Slowly, he reached forward to pull the sheet back. The figure sat upright. Daniel dropped his flashlight. Darkness swallowed the room. The sound of the sheet sliding to the floor sent a chill racing down Daniel's spine. He fumbled in the darkness, finally grabbing his flashlight. When the beam returned, the bed was empty. The sheet lay crumpled, but no body remained. He backed toward the door, but it slammed shut on its own. The whispers returned, louder this time, overlapping voices that hissed his name. Daniel, Daniel. His hand shook as he tried to force the door open, but the handle turned red-hot beneath his grip. He screamed, pulling his hand away, skin blistered. From the corner of the room, a shadow peeled itself from the wall. At first it was shapeless, like smoke, but then it twisted into the outline of a woman. Her face was hidden by long black hair, but her eyes glowed crimson through the strands. "You should not be here," she croaked. Her voice cracked like broken glass. Daniel stumbled backward until he hit the bed frame. His notebook fell, pages scattering. The shadow woman drifted closer, her body hovering inches above the floor. The air grew colder, each breath burning his lungs. "I just wanted to prove you weren't real," he whispered. Her smile widened, sharp teeth gleaming through the strands of hair. "Real enough to keep you forever." The walls began to bleed. Thick streams of dark red liquid seeped from cracks, dripping down, covering the floor. Daniel tried to climb the window, but it would not break. The glass only reflected his terrified face, except in the reflection. The woman stood right behind him, her mouth open impossibly wide. He turned. Nothing. Then arms erupted from the floorboards, pale and bony, grabbing his legs. He screamed, kicking desperately, but more hands emerged, pulling him down. The woman's laughter filled the room, echoing like thunder. "No one leaves the Crimson House," she whispered, bending close to his ear. The last thing Daniel saw before the darkness swallowed him was her blood-red eyes, glowing brighter than fire. By morning, the mansion was silent again. His friends waited outside the gates, but Daniel never returned. All they found was his notebook lying in the grass, pages torn and stained with something that looked like blood. The villagers simply shook their heads. Another soul taken by the house. Another story to whisper at night, and the mansion, hungry as ever, waited for the next fool who dared to enter.